Hey guys, welcome back to Build a Better Adventure. This video is all about the hook and trying to make sure the game mechanics have really compelled your players to continue with the sessions. So what is a hook? In a book, a hook grabs the reader's attention and keeps them compelled to continue reading, right? But however, in an adventure, a hook is an early element in the adventure that engages player by giving them purpose or objectives and then guides them to actions that they will understand as heroic. How do I approach building a hook? Well, I've got three immediates, and everything must happen really tightly coupled to the beginning of the adventure so that players don't feel aimlessly wandering around. They kind of know, okay, hey, this is something we need to go do. So the hook must be identified immediately. In a murder mystery, let's say, someone has been slain and the party has been requested to be part of the deputized group that's going to solve this mystery. So I've identified the hook as a murder mystery. I understand immediately as a party member what I'm expected to do, which is I was deputized to go solve this mystery. And the hook has to be immediately answered by the party. So I don't want to create a hook that is some far-flung idea like a baron in a distant land is enslaving his people and your first level characters, good luck. That's not something that the party can immediately go and contend with. In this scenario where we're dealing with a murder mystery and the party's been identified, the party can immediately start taking actions like investigating the crime scene and interviewing various people and trying to get to the heart of what happened. So even if they can't deal with the perpetrator right away, there are things that the party can start doing. So let's take a look at 4 hooks, and we're just going to vote on whether or not these are good or bad hooks. The first one is a kidnap murder. Children assumed kidnapped or murdered. Town is trying to lynch what appears to be the wrong couple as the perpetrators. And the party has been deputized to go solve this mystery. Is this a good hook? Yes, absolutely it's a good hook. The party knows exactly what happened. They were immediately deputized and they need to go start solving this mystery. And maybe we even add a time element to it all. The next one is city post. The DM or GM tells the party that they're being hunted by the city. For what reason? Don't know. Each player must read 35 to 40 Discord posts replicating billboard posts around the city or rumors that could be true or false. And the party must guess what they have to do. Is this a good hook? No. The party is left in a complete quandary going, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in this scenario. Why don't we just leave the city? And it's bad if the entire adventure that you've drafted up is in the city that you're talking about. Let's look at the next one, Road of Bandits. A group of bandits is killing all the passengers on the road. The party encounters the bandits as they're traveling to a particular city, and the bandits are looking for someone or something that they express as they're dealing with the party. The magistrate of the city, when they arrive, go, hey, this is a huge problem. We don't know what's going on. Can you look into it for us? Is this a good hook for the party? Heck yeah, it is. In fact, I would say this is even a great hook for a much larger campaign where the thing that the bandits are looking for is really for some other bigger boss. So the bandits have some mini boss that sits above them, and then he's looking for someone or something that he needs to hand off to a bigger boss that has a bigger impact in the greater world. And now we're starting to look at a mini campaign as we're building out this adventure. Okay, the last one. Run a coffee shop. Your adventuring party has to run a coffee shop with no real threat to safety, just concerned about running out of foam. No, I'm going to just go ahead and state no. This is not a good hook. If there is no conflict that your party has to resolve outside the group, that's not a hook, and you don't really have an adventure either. Really important, don't forget about the villain. Introduce your villain of the hook as early as you can, and if the adventure is not contained within a single hook, you have some other greater end villain that the party has to encounter, introduce both of them as soon as you can in the overall course of the adventure. Villains vary greatly, and it doesn't mean that you have to have some person that just walks up to the group and goes, hi, I'm the villain. It could be wrapped in mystery, and it's just a matter of introducing the people either by one-on-one introduction or in some sort of book or rumors or something, you want to make sure that the presence of the villain is felt in a larger scale so that when the party finally overtakes the villain, it becomes more epic and heroic. And the villain doesn't have to actually be just a person, right? Like you can introduce multiple villains for a hook or for a greater campaign, and time could be part of the villain aspect of it. And what about the children, which is my Shadow the Demon Lord convention game? The party connects to the hook in the first 10 minutes of the game, and they are either directly introduced to the villain or people talk about the person who ends up being the villain in the first fifth of the adventure, no matter what the party does. So when they're solving their mystery, there's not some Greek tragedy, Deus Ex Machina moment for them. They actually go, wow, that was the perpetrator. And there's a feeling of immense excitement when they come to the conclusion. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Do all those social media things like, comment, subscribe, follow. Help me beat the Rumble and YouTube algorithms. And if you don't know what to write, here's a comment question for this particular video. What was the best hook for an adventure that you played in? Before you go, I did want to talk a little bit about a shirt I was wearing in the last video. I forgot to mention it. I'll be wearing this because I want to stand out when I go to conventions. So you know, hey, that's the guy that does Build a Better Adventure YouTube channel. If you see me wearing it, come up and talk to me. I would love to talk to you about your adventuring experiences. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.